What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? See the title of the video. I can almost guarantee you guys this is not going to be a theme. I'm not going to make post-game reactions after every Pelicans game. That's just not going to happen. There's 82 games, and there's 78 more. I'm just not going to do that. I felt like it was necessary to do so in this predicament. Excuse me. Felt like it was necessary to do so in this predicament for a few different reasons. Number one, it's just a pattern that just kind of exists with these teams in New Orleans. The incompetency, the inability to be consistent, and number two, did anybody expect anything different? The New Orleans Pelicans have been blowing double-digit leads for years now, and under Willie Green, it's become a common theme. This is nothing new. This is absolutely nothing new. I anticipated it coming into the season. The New Orleans Pelicans were going to blow some double-digit leads in games that they should have no business losing, and last night was a pure example. Now, if you're just joining, I'm not going to make a post-game reaction to every Pelicans game. It's just not going to happen. There's 78 more games. That's not happening, okay? I'm not going to do it unless we do something outrageously unbelievable, kind of like we did last night. Snakebite was good, my dude. Yeah, same old Pelicans. So I'm not going to do that unless we do something outrageously unbelievable like last night, or unless we get to the playoffs, and I'll make a post-game video after all the playoff games. But throughout the season, like if we beat, I don't know, the Pistons, I'm not going to make a video after that. Don't expect me to be on here consistently covering the Pelicans post-games after every game. It's just not going to happen. The reason why I'm making this is for a few reasons. Number one, it just kind of shows a theme that's going on with these New Orleans sports teams and the acceptance of just mediocrity and inconsistency. What's up, Carl? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. So yeah, that's the first reason. You know, these organizations are just poorly ran, and the common theme in both of them is the ownership. Gail Benson, of course. Who else? She goes around both organizations showing nothing but unconditional positive regard, and we've seen where it's gotten these organizations. There's just no urgency. There's seems like there's no discipline. Seems like it's just mediocrity, and that's ownership, dude. That's ownership. Yeah, Carl, feel free if that's what's on your heart, man. I'd appreciate that. That'd be awesome. So Gail Benson, I've said this talking about the Saints. When it comes to business and producing results and addressing the organization's needs, she's one of the worst owners in both basketball and football. I don't think there's any debating that. But it just seems like a common theme that's going on with both of these teams with her ownership. It just seems like mediocrity is just what it's going to be. And for the New Orleans Pelicans, blowing double-digit leads under Willie Green has been a theme. That's nothing new. That's something that's been happening for years, okay? I've been calling it out. And it's not the last time it's going to happen this season, I promise you. You're going to see the Pelicans blow another double-digit lead at some point. And, I'd put every dollar I have on that happening. So, yeah, that's just a common theme. But, to do it against a team that was shorthanded last night, and I get it, we're missing DeJounte Murray, we're missing Trey Murphy III. I get it, we're missing two of our pieces. However, they are missing their two best pieces. Like, They're not just missing two pieces. They're missing their bread and butter. Steph and Andrew Wiggins. You're missing the two best players on the Warriors. And not only are you missing those players, you mustered up a 20-point lead. Therefore, you portrayed your dominance early in the game. You showed that you were the better team and set the tone and made it clear that you were the better team in spite of what happened later in the game. Like, you shouldn't have lost this game. You shouldn't have lost this game. You should have won by at least 10 points. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The lackluster, lazy contentment with having a big lead, as it always has been, was the Achilles heel for the Pelicans. Again, you get comfortable with a 20-point lead and you stop trying. You take your foot off the gas pedal. You stop putting in effort. You stop hustling. And what happened? We turned the ball over like 16 times by halftime. 16 times. That's unheard of, dude. Like possession after possession. It was like 5 or 6 straight possessions where the Pelicans is getting lackluster with the basketball and just turning it over. And all of a sudden, what was a 20-point lead going into the second quarter was a 4-point game at halftime, and I knew right then and there it was over. Like, I already knew. Like, yeah, this game's over. And then in the second half, they couldn't miss. Golden State could not miss. They scored 77 points in the second half. 77 points. You essentially played one fantastic quarter, and then you just said, okay, we got this. Brought your sense of urgency down, and you couldn't find it after that. And that's just the theme with this Pelicans team. 31 points or 34 points after the first quarter. You think 34 points is enough to win a basketball game? No. No. So, overall, I think that, I mean, I'm not surprised. I can't say I'm shocked by any means. I mean, they were shooting any threes that they want. I mean, I kept on saying Buddy Hield, the white guy with the freaking bush in his hair. I don't know what that dude's name is, but he had a freaking mask on. You're letting him shoot all over you. You're letting Waters shoot all over you. Like, what is this, man? What is this, bro? What is this? Like, seriously, man. You played one good quarter of basketball in the first quarter, and all of a sudden you thought you had the game won. And that's just the theme with the Pelicans. That's just the theme with the Pelicans. They have, I mean, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But, I mean, I look at that and I look at coaching. I mean, what else are you going to look at? I look at coaching. So it just seems like, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, realistically, dude, I'll be completely honest. I can see both Dennis Allen and Willie Green having a job after both seasons are done and both teams not doing anything. I can see them both still having a job. Snakebite, I'm not going to completely say Zion played like crap. I think he had 30 points. I can't blame it all on him because he was scoring. Brandon Ingram, he was scoring. Everybody else, I mean, what was everybody else doing? We had no supporting cast. McCollum didn't do anything. I mean, it's just it's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. You had a golden opportunity to take advantage of a downgraded Warriors team that had Draymond Green as their leader, and you couldn't beat them. You couldn't beat them. After you were up 20 early in the second quarter, you literally got outscored by 38 points the whole rest of the game to a downgraded Warriors team that did not have Steph Curry or Andrew Wiggins. I mean, it's just pathetic, dude. And they play them again tonight. I don't think they're going to win tonight. I mean, and the thing with these teams, with the Saints and the Pelicans, it's like, well, we're injured. Even when we're not injured, we're doing this crap. Even when we're not injured, we're doing the same crap. I don't think this is a matter of being injured. I think this is just a theme with these teams, man. And I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It is what it is. But, I mean, well, I mean, I guess if I had to choose one coach, I'd choose Willie Green. At least he's made the playoffs. But, I mean, it hasn't won a playoff series. And, I mean, obviously, the same thing with the Saints. They're going to blame injuries, like always. No matter what, they're going to blame injuries, which I think is pathetic. I mean, I can't stand blaming injuries. It's like the last resort. But, I don't know. I think it all boils down to ownership at the end of the day. Gail Benson is just, she's not a good owner. Not a very good owner. Not a very good owner. So, yeah, there you have it. Pelicans are on the same route that the Saints are on. They start 2-0. You've already lost 2 straight. Let's see how many more they lose in a row. I said, I mean, I came here and said, after we built that 20-point lead, I was like, damn, the Pelicans are going to have more wins in 6 days than the Saints do in 8 weeks. And I get it. A lot of people are going to be like, well, there's less games in football, more games in the NBA. That's not the point, man. That's not the point. You've had 8 weeks. 8 weeks to muster up 3 wins. And the Pelicans are about to get 3 wins in 6 days. That's the point I'm making. The sample size is a lot. I think it's pretty even when you look at it like that. That's what I'm saying, Snakebite. Look at San Francisco. Look at Kansas City, dude. I mean, San Francisco, do they look great? No. But they're 4-4. They're tied for first place in their division. I mean, dude, the Saints losing all those key injuries, you would have thought that they would be able to muster up 1 win. 1 win. Of all 6 games that they've lost, you'd think they'd be able to muster up 1 win. They haven't won a game. Not 1 game since getting injured. And that's what I was afraid of with the Saints. A lot of people are like, oh, well, as soon as we had all those injuries, a lot of people were like, wait till we get healthy, man. Like, we'll get healthy eventually. We'll get healthy eventually. And I was responding to these people like, okay, Eric McCoy, 6 to 8 weeks. All right. He should be eligible to come back, I don't know, week 10 or week 11, whatever. But what are you going to do if you're 2-8 at that time? Are you going to say, wait till we get healthy then? There is no wait till we get healthy when you're 2-8. Your season's over. Even if you win the rest of your games, hypothetically speaking, 9-8, this year is likely not going to get you into the playoffs. So that was my fear, and it's coming true. You waited all these games to get these players back, and you're still waiting to get players back. And once they all get back on the field, minus Adebo and Rashid Shaheed, what is it going to be, like week 14? What are you, 2-11? 2-10? Wait till we get healthy. Wait till we get healthy when you're 2-10? It's pathetic, dude. It's just pathetic. I can't stand when people blame injuries and all that stuff. I just think it's a crutch, man. It's a cop out. It's a cop out, dude. It's just a cop-out. What's up, Buck Skull Gang? How you doing, buddy? Well, I mean, yeah, exactly, Snakebite. Once you get healthy, you're not guaranteed. Not only are you not guaranteed to stay healthy, but also at the same time, like, once you get completely healthy, you're probably not going to even be in the playoff race. Like, if you were able to get 2 wins out of these 6 losses and be 4-4 right now, we're having a whole different conversation right now. If you were able to muster up 2 wins, just 2, we're having a whole different conversation right now. But no, didn't happen. Did not happen. Yep. Yeah, Jerry, they had a 20-point lead in early in the second quarter against the Warriors, and then and keep in mind the Warriors were shorthanded. They didn't have Steph Curry. They didn't have Andrew Wiggins. So who was your third best player? Other than Draymond Green, I'll be completely honest. I mean, I didn't know they had Buddy Hield, but other than Draymond Green and Buddy Hield, I mean, I didn't know any of those dudes' names. Zilowinski or whatever, or the white guy with the bush in his hair, in his head. I didn't know that guy. I didn't know who Waters was. I mean, Kuminga. I knew Kuminga, but I mean, I forgot about him. Yeah, Saints and Pelicans, both down the same track. Both going down the same exact track. You start 2-0, and then you haven't won since 2-0, and I mean, who knows what the Pelicans are going to do. Not expecting much. Pelicans get a 20-point lead, or they get a big lead and then they just stop playing. It's nothing new. They've always done that under Willie Green. You get a big lead, you think you got the game in the bag, and then you get lazy. And all of a sudden, you realize, oh, crap. I forgot what we were doing to get this 20-point lead. I mean, you're out of rhythm. You get used to being pressured on the ball, and you turn the ball over, it's like you don't got time to get back in a rhythm, and now you're stuck in this abyss. So, yeah, that's the Pelicans' problem. Pretty much same with the Saints, too. I mean, yeah. It's all ownership, in my opinion, dude. It's all ownership. Excuse me. Well, guys, I just wanted to kind of come on and show my face for a minute. Show my reaction to the game. I can see the same thing happening tonight. The Pelicans get a big lead and then blow it. Wouldn't shock me. That's just the Willie Green way. That's just how he operates. I mean, listen, you get a 10-point lead and you blow a 10-point lead. Okay, all right. I'll be a little reasonable here. 10-point leads in the NBA is not really all that. It's not really all that dominant. Okay, a 10-point lead is like a touchdown lead in the NFL, or like a within a touchdown lead of the NFL. It can be made up for with all the scoring that goes on. But when you have a 20-point lead over a team that's missing their 2 best starters, And I don't care that you're missing Murphy and DeJounte Murray. You got your best starter in Zion, and you got one of your best starters in B.I. And, I mean, you have a 20-point lead, so clearly you showed dominance. You showed that you were capable of being the better team, and you showed that you were capable of dominating them, and then you just started turning the ball over, and all of a sudden, they got energy, you lost energy. And it's just, whatever, dude. Whatever. Whatever, Pelicans. Whatever. That being said, folks, y'all take it easy. Just kind of wanted to come on and show my face, show my reaction, and I'll see y'all. See you guys later. Peace.